Imagine having your very own secretary, executive assistant that runs 24/7, doesn't sleep, and can organise your entire life without you needing to basically get involved with much at all. OpenClaw is the new AI bot on the block. Here to explain, Paul Spain, Gorilla Tech CEO. Paul, good morning.
Good morning, Ryan.
So what is this?
So this is software that sits on your computer and can operate it as though it were you. So typing on the keyboard, clicking the mouse, it thinks and actions whatever you've asked it to do, and it can operate autonomously 24/7. So you give it some things you want it to do, and it will go away and do it. So you give it $1,000 and say, go and invest it. You get it to take over sending your text messages, your emails, working on your spreadsheets and all of your work tasks. It will try and do that, which sounds really, really exciting, except there are some challenges and some limitations.
Okay, don't ruin the buzz for a second. Let's go with this, because this is exactly, if there was to be an AI thing I would like in my life, it is this. So I could say, here's $1,000 for the month. Can you please make sure that all of my power bills are paid, all of my, bank fees are paid, everything like that, and it would be able to do it?
Depending on how much access to your technology. So if you install that on your main computer and let it loose, then it might well be able to do that.
And do you have to give it passwords to all of your sites? Or I suppose your computers have that already, don't they?
If those are already captured in your computer, and it's pretty capable. So, it's able to maybe get into your text messages. If it can see your messages, then you go to your bank account or you go somewhere and it's able to get the verification messages. So it can really jump through, lots and lots of hoops.
Okay, sounds great. But there are going to be some pretty big, don't do this, some warnings.
Well, we all know, working with, say, ChatGPT, these tools, that you get hallucinations, you get problems. And, of course, each of us is reasonably unique, not completely cookie cutter. We've got a lot of our own knowledge, we've got our own values and ethics. All of that stuff is not going to automatically land in the computer. So if you give it a task to do, it will try and do that task, but where it goes wrong could be a problem. Now, there was a story floating around the internet. Someone said, "Hey, go and invest this money." I saw a $1 million figure mentioned, and apparently it wiped out the entire investment. So
And it's investing in guns and big oil. It doesn't care.
So a lot of issues there. And you imagine somebody installing this on their work computer, and suddenly an organisation's data, trade secrets, what have you, maybe get compromised, because one of the things that's available for Clawbot is these skills that you can go and download, give it more capabilities, but some of those have been compromised, so they're installing malware on your computer at the same time.
But is there a bigger risk with this particular bot than there would be just generally with malware coming onto your computer from downloading an app or something different, or is it just more risk?
A lot more risk. There's that lack of guardrails, because there's not a human, in the loop. You're really handing over full autonomy to the technology, and you're giving it all your secret things that normally wouldn't be available when you're working with a ChatGPT or another tool.
Okay, so don't do it.
Not yet.
All right, we'll give it some time. Paul, thank you. Good to see you as always. Paul Spain, Gorilla Tech CEO, with us this morning for Tech Tuesday.